Hi guys, John here. Feeling lonely. This is definitely something that we all deal with. I feel it off and on here and there, but to be honest with you, what is loneliness? I mean, loneliness is whenever we feel disconnected from everyone and everything around us, that we feel misunderstood. We feel like we're not accepted by anyone or anything, and it really isolates. We feel isolated. This is something that we all have to deal with in life on occasion, and some people deal with it more than others. And it's really sad that in today's day, whenever we're more connected in the world than we've ever been, thanks to technology, that it's actually driven us further apart. And I think a lot of it is because we're just so distracted. One thing that I know for sure, with my own spirituality, that I know that we are this physical being that is here. We are the ego, we're all these things, but we also are a balance of that with our spiritual side, which is this energetic consciousness that we are. And in that energetic consciousness, that is who we actually are, where we come from, that other realm, to here to experience this earth. We're all one. We're connected. Energy, you can see it in the world today. Energy is all connected and reflects and works together and affects all other forms of energy all throughout existence. We are connected. We are one with each other. We're one with all living things. Anything that exerts any type of energy, we are one with it. So we never really are actually alone, but yet we can feel so disconnected. And my own personal experience with that is, the more out of balance I feel in my life, if I'm so distracted by something in the physical, and I'm not connected enough to my spiritual side, that's when the loneliness really starts to creep in. And I know that this is also varied upon whether you're an introvert, an extrovert. A lot of this is also personality based. All this, it's individual, it's subjective. It really depends on the person. And all I can say is that don't lose hope in any of this, that if you're experiencing loneliness, that there's always things that can be done to change that perspective. And for myself, this is a daily process. I continue to explore my spirituality, whether it's through meditation, prayer, just exploring sides of myself, trying to connect with my higher self through meditation or prayer, or just trying to see how connected I am with everything around me. It helps me because as an introvert, I gain my energies back by solitude, and it would be easy for me in that solitude to feel lonely. But if I can just focus on the reality that I am one with everything based on my spirituality, that really helps a lot. Now, I remember when I was young, I have an older brother who's about 6 years older than me, and when I was going to school, we'd have summer breaks and they were 3 months of summer break, when I was in the United States. I currently live in the UK right now, but yeah, 3 months really by myself, because both my parents worked. My older brother was away out with his friends or working or doing this or doing that. But I have so many good memories of being alone because I I had quite an active imagination. I had, we had pets, so I had a couple dogs outside that I would go out and play with the dogs, or I'd practice throwing the football around, and imagine being in games, or just playing with toys or whatever, and just using my imagination. And those were such fun times for me. I never felt lonely whenever I was young. It was very rare for me to ever feel lonely. And what's so different about then than now? I think when we're younger, we're so much more connected to the spiritual side of things because we have much less distraction in our lives at that time. We haven't had enough time on this earth to be so distracted and forget who we truly are. So I really do think it's important to discover ourselves spiritually, because as we remember more and more who we actually are, it helps us to connect more with our environment, to see the beauty in the world around us, to understand that each and every one of us is in this together. And I have a lot of love in my heart. I kind of always have. I've always really cared about people. Family was always really important to me. And I think because of the fact that I've been able to work so hard at developing my spiritual side, that it's really allowed me to maintain that love in my heart. And again, I think that is also really crucial. Things that there's certain things that can be done if you are feeling lonely. You can, like I said, look into more of the spiritual side of yourself, to explore that. Start to figure out what it is you believe in. It's not important what you believe in, whether you're Christian or have a religious view, or you're just spiritual, or just believe in something bigger than yourself. It doesn't matter. It's fine. You're allowed to believe what you want. It's just to have the desire to seek, to know what else is out there and what more there is enough. And think about it. Put some time and energy into it. Take some time to yourself and explore these things. Find other people that may be in this, whether you're seeing it online, on YouTube, or any of the platforms that you see people doing that. And look into that and see what resonates with you, what connects with you, what doesn't. And that can do a lot for you to help with that loneliness stuff. Another thing that can be done is, for 7 years I worked as a missionary, and I am predominantly much more spiritual than I am any specific religious denomination or anything like that. So ultimately my time as a missionary was spent truly just trying to help people. I care about people, and I want to encourage others and inspire others to become their best versions of themselves. And that's really what this channel's for. So by what I gained from that was in serving others, it really helped me feel more connected to everyone around me. Even if we weren't the best of friends, it didn't matter. The fact that I was actually able to help somebody and see that I was helping them achieve goals, or I was helping them do anything that was making their lives better, that really helped me to feel connected and not alone. And if you don't have a lot of people to serve, I mean, it can be just your family, it can be children, it can be parents, it can be siblings. If you have friends, just doing things to help others. And most importantly, yourself, because here's another reality, that we're never truly alone because we have ourselves. Something else that I've learned to become over the years is basically my own best friend. And what I mean by that is, as I said, that we are this physical being in balance with this spiritual energy consciousness. The ego and the physical ego and the spiritual consciousness. So if I can learn to treat myself as I would a best friend, and what do we do with best friends? We get to know everything there is to know about that person. We do everything we can to help them in any way that we can, to be supportive, to be kind, to have fun with them, to all these things. Do this with yourself. You are valuable. You have so much to offer and so much to do here. We all have a purpose. We all have reasons for being here. And that we can do the most when we are true to ourselves, when we become our most authentic version. We can accomplish so much more. So the first thing that you can really do is to befriend yourself. Look at yourself that you have value. If you can see value in yourself, you will see value in others. And this will also help you to feel a connection with others, which in and of itself can really alleviate any feelings of loneliness. And just keep doing this and take care of yourself. Feed yourself. Keep yourself clean and present yourself well. Be proud of what you do. Keep seeking to learn. You know, we are here to learn. So keep learning and encourage others. Try to inspire others. And I really think that is a good way to deal with this lonely epidemic that we're facing in the world today. So I hope that this information helps. I know that we're just scratching the surface on loneliness and all this here, but these are things that I've found that have helped me a lot over the years. So I hope that this will encourage you, and if any of this resonates with you, please feel free to continue to follow this channel, and we will talk again next time. Thank you.